Hello, my name's Dr. Alan Burke. I want to introduce a patient of mine, Mr. Ed Quigley, who was the victim of beach umbrella violence. A beach umbrella got launched javelin-like from the wind and crushed Ed's eye socket and eye and went into his intracranial cavity. And we were very lucky to keep our man around. The reason we're doing this video is that Ed has a safety organization called beachumbrellasafety.org, and he is petitioning Congress to change the laws about beach umbrella safety.
Back in 2015, this beach umbrella that was about 20 feet away from me was picked up by the wind. It rotated and the shaft, as Dr. Burke said, went through my left eye. I was very fortunate that Dr. Burke and some other talented surgeons helped save my life, repair my skull, and allow me to still be here. I did die, is the term on the operating table. My heart freaked out, but they persisted.
Since the accident in 2015, I've worked to educate people on the dangers of beach umbrellas and to make them safer. Since 2019, I've worked on an ASTM task group that developed a safety standard for beach umbrellas and anchor devices. Beach umbrellas that comply will have a warning label that advises users to use a compliant anchor device, which will contain a compliance label. The Consumer Product Safety Commission has incorporated the safety standard for beach umbrellas and anchor devices into their guidance. Following the guidance of the Consumer Product Safety Commission is voluntary. The problem is that the incentive for users of umbrellas, for large resorts, for other entities that provide umbrellas to follow the guidance is not there.
The purpose is, at this point, to get Congress to put in some legislation to make beach umbrellas safer. If you think about it, just as Dr. Burke said, it's a javelin with a sail on it. The amount of force that is exerted when it strikes anything point first is more than I could even imagine measuring. And people have died, people have had serious injuries like I have, and people are injured in the thousands every year. We only hear about the worst ones on television, and I hope, and others that are on my team that support me in my life, hope that we can make a change. And I'd hate to see a child or anyone injured again as I was, or even die from it.
We can't let this happen.
No beach umbrella is safe without an anchor device that provides 75 pounds of resistance. So the standard beach umbrella is about 7.5 feet in diameter. That's we look at the square footage of the cone of the umbrella, and that's what determines how much resistance is needed to keep that from flying. And so 75 pounds is the minimum for a standard beach umbrella, you know, the kind that you see with the aluminum or the oak shaft. And the devices out there are very varied. Some of them are effective, some of them are not. I would say stay away from screw type devices. What you really want is something that provides that 75 pounds of resistance. And there are a number of them out there.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Dr. Burke.
What you see here are predominantly rental umbrellas in Ocean City, Maryland on July 20th, 2015. None of these umbrellas had anchor devices. In the afternoons, Because of the difference in temperature between the ocean and the land, the wind picks up. Typically it comes from the land, and it can be in very strong gusts, sometimes strong enough to lift umbrellas. You can see that people are trying to manage the mayhem that is happening, but they put themselves in danger. Now, a number of them come very close to being impaled. It's a very dangerous situation. And I've been on beaches where there are thousands of umbrellas, none of them anchored. I'm letting you watch it till the end because it just is astounding. This is an incident that occurred in Bethany Beach, Delaware. That's where I had my accident. It was August 2022. A freak storm blew in very quickly with rain and, as we can see, gale force winds. They picked up the umbrellas and blew them out to sea. If you'd been standing at the waterline when umbrellas came through, you stood a good chance of being impaled. Fortunately, no one was. Even on a pretty day, umbrellas can fly. And here, maybe about a dozen of them take to the air. You can see the concern that it causes for the people. Nobody wants to be hit. Nobody wants to be impaled. Mother Nature's an awesome thing. We need to be prepared. The way to be prepared is to have anchored devices for umbrellas. 75 pounds of resistance for a standard 7.5 foot diameter beach umbrella.